Oh, welcome back to the museum based on Willow River Farm by Darren Castle. I'm only using a small part. I'm just using the part for the museum. Decided one thing we're going to do is we're going to swap some of the tractors around every time, so you don't see the same ones on the farm every time. Mainly because I'm a little bit concerned about frame rates when if I get too many up at in a small area. But first we've got to pick this up, take this back. This, as you see, is a McCormack Deering W9 standard. This was suggested by Dirty Tractor Doctor, better known as Doc, and we're going to give it a whirl. I haven't really tried it, so let's see how it goes. We're going to drive this back. Several things. One, if you drive something like this back, in half fun seeing how many people you can get stuck behind you on the road. Naughty but nice. And I swear there's some farmers who do that deliberately. I can imagine them in the pub after a day's work saying, "Oi George, guess how many I got behind me?" "I don't know, Harry, how many was it?" "I got 30 cars stuck behind me. Going along the A1066. Oh, they weren't half upset." Which of course is illegal. You should, if you slow moving vehicle, if you've got a lot of traffic behind you, you should pull in at the first opportunity to let the traffic clear. Just to put that straight. Right. And we're getting on this side. Not certain how fast this goes. I think this is actually going a little bit faster. It should do. But it doesn't look too bad a model. I think it's sitting a little bit far back, isn't it? But it seems to go quite well. Well, what we're doing now, we're day 2 and I'm ploughing today. I've got one of the volunteers with the Fiat crawler with one plough on, and the Oliver's hooked up to to another plough which I'm going to take over when we get back to the farm. The idea is we're going to plough 2 of the fields which are going to be ploughed this year. We're only ploughing 3 this year, the rest is to be cultivated. 2 of them are going to be ploughed ready. The third one will be ploughed when we open the museum up, so that the visitors get some idea of how different jobs work. Out of the 2 we're going to plough now, one of them will be cultivated before we open. So on the first day, hopefully we can show ploughing, cultivating and seeding all in one easy to take bite, so they give people a chance to see what happens on the farm. I'm not actually running this full speed. I've got a feeling at 22 miles. Let's see. Yeah, 26, I feel a little bit quick for this, so I would have thought more 15, 16 mile an hour would have been close to the mark. Not certain when this was made, but I should have really done some research, but say Doc gave me the link to it. Thank you, Doc. Much appreciated, mate. Oh, and Doc, by the way, has his own channel, YouTube channel. I'm much enjoying his Synopsconaut series, where he is struggling to make a go. As you know, I'm doing one, but I've got money behind me. Doc hasn't. Doc is having to really struggle to make any go at it at all, and it's fascinating to watch him. So I urge you all to go and look up Dirty Tractor Doctor. Yeah, oh, must have closed one when I opened the other. Well, we'll get in anyway. We'll just close that off again. I think this one I'm going to put on display. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do is swap tractors in and out, because I'm not certain what the frame rate is at the moment. Not too bad at the moment. This, by the way, will be worse than you will get, unless you've got a lesser PC. which is a little bit difficult to get nowadays. This is only a the ep6, and don't ask me which the number is, 8-core AMD chip with a 970 Asus 970 or Asus 970 card. That's all I could afford. It has got 24 gigs of RAM. Now where am I going to put this? I was going to show this off, wasn't I? So I don't really want to take it right into the... So we put this out the front here somewhere, and we have this one on show for now. What I will have is about 3 or 4 regular tractors, which will be there all the time. The Ursus C45 will be one, and that certainly will always be on this map, unless I find something badly wrong. Well, alright, what we're going to do is I'm going to park this in here, and I'm ready for when people come in. Now this, I was going to do the ploughing with it until I noticed that no 3-point on there. It's a very powerful tractor, but it's for towing stuff only. Nothing wrong with that, which is how a lot of them were. Not instant. Oh yeah, it has got a PTO. So we can use that for things like muck spread and carting. It'd be perfect for carting, I think. Because I don't really want to use the modern stuff if I can help it. Right. Let's get down and do a bit of ploughing. You see how my volunteers got on. Now the rest of the fields will be cultivated. Now I'm just doing one side at the moment. I've still got to go and get some more muck to do the other side. And I will do that once these fields are ploughed. Let's see how he's doing. Ah, he's getting on quite well. Now this is probably made for this sort of job. A tractor. I'm probably going a little bit too quick, I feel. I'm just going to slow him down just a little bit. Turn speed, I don't think we turn much more than 3 miles an hour. And I wouldn't have thought he'd be doing much more than 4, we'll say 2, 4, reverse 2. We just slot right down. I will probably be going a lot quicker than that when I get onto my track, and here we are. And this is again, especially for Chris, he likes Oliver's. What's this? An over-under hydro shift. The only thing I found was because there's no front weight on it. I've got a weight for it, but that's for the back, because this is also my front loader tractor. Now let's see how we can do this. I'm not the best player in the world. I'm going to come out of the cab to do this. So we've got that going. Drop the plough in and see how it goes. And the whole idea is we're going to plough. Oh, this isn't too bad. About 5 miles an hour. About what I'd expect. I'm using the Massey towing plough here. I will find another mouldboard, but at the moment we're just going to use a towing. Now I've got to be a little bit careful. I think if I go too close to that path, I could well rip it up. I'm not going to go right to the end there. Again, I'm not going to worry too much if I miss things. If I miss bits of it. Now these have all been mucked this side of the my other centre part, and sounds like a hairdo, don't it? Centre part, the centre of the between the two fields. Because originally this was only two. This was 2 fields, and I have just to make sure we can grow a little bit of everything on them in the museum, and have maximum work going on of vehicles. The idea is this is a living museum. Yeah, I don't mind this little tractor. This came from, I think it's old iron pack. I had to hunt around for it, and I'm not even sure if I got it from the right place. That may be something on Facebook, and I got rid of my Facebook a little while ago. I just got fed up with it. I'm not the most sociable of people, as anybody who's teamed with me will tell you. Though I do like playing MMOs. Yeah, real MMOs, not these free-to-play things, which is all you get now. And those free-to-play, if you want to get on, flaming expensive. I really want to try and straighten one of these edges up, but it won't be just yet. But this quite looks the part of a ploughing tractor. Yes, I know I normally play in cab, but forgive me this once. In fact, to give you a chance to see what's going on. I'm probably happier than I am doing this. Now you've got to remember too that this texture that I'm drawing on now, the grass texture, it's only painted on. Yes, he's gone rather well. I will be using as many different vehicles as I can for the different jobs. I don't know, it's alright, I can play on that. It might only be painted, but it's non-ploughable work, so, oh, goody. You know. Right, now what we need to do now is try and straighten this up. Now I'm going to put GPS on. Before someone shouts, yes, I know there was no such thing as GPS. Back when this was being done, when these were made, but I don't care. Still there, so I'm going to take that down to about 1.9. I think that's about right. And we're just going to follow this through. Now we can get back in cab, of course. That's what I want. I don't know how long we will run today, but I'll just move forward a little bit. Right, drop that down, and we should now be going straight and get rid of that again. Oh, whoops! No, we can't get rid of it by using that one. Idiot. That's me, not you, by the way. I know I used the GPS before, and I've done a more sensible thing, just following the line, you know. That's better. Sometimes with GPS, cruise control plays up a bit, and I think, oh dear, we are going too quick now. Yes, let's just... That's better. 5 mile an hour will be. There's plenty for anyone. Watch behind until we're out of there. Oops. Now we've just fill in this little bit here. Oh. I'm not going to turn around. I'm just going to take her back. Oh boy, come on. Learn to drive. Why don't you? Oh, missed a bit there. Never mind. We'll cultivate that in. We should have 2 levels of fertilizer. I'll just check on that. Oops. Grass. Over here. Oh, you know what we're doing, don't you? I'm an idiot. I'm on the wrong side. Oh, well, as you were, what we're doing now then is we'll play around and get these over to the right side. I'll have to replay this bit, never mind. So we just go to the other side of the road first. Whoops. And we'll get the other one off. He's done well, so we'll have to start him again. This side we should be done. I should have checked to see what I'd done. We'll do this one then. Oh yeah, I can see the muck in there now. Right, I'm just gonna get over to the this one and stop him. Stop. Right, get into the cab and we'll drive this over. This should get a through of your comment yet again about my bad planning, but this has got to be done. But it wasn't going to be cultivated. It wasn't going to be ploughed this year, so we'll just leave it as it is. That was a practice. Now we've got this one, that one. Actually, I think I will put them onto here, and we'll put them onto this little one over here. I'm going to call these numbers, but I won't have a clue where they are. I'm going to put them right on here. It's only a small one. Wrong button again. Mouse on the wrong screen again now. Get rid of that course off there. Calculate. Yeah, looks like we got it. And we'll call this. We'll call the other one 50. I call this one. We'll start with 63. Now, there's a reason, but I'm going to call everything the other side the thing in the 50s, and this one all in the 60s. I'm going to call this one 63. Yep. That's 63. I don't know what 51 is, but never mind. Current that do no, we want bring that out. I'll do. I think I'll get away with 3, and we're going to do turns. There's a few trees outside which we may get caught up in. We do. Right, that was F6 and it's 1.2 I think meters. I think doesn't matter too much. No, I'm going to cab to line this up. So there. This shouldn't take long to do anyway. We'll see if we can get this one right. We've got to get the muck now and muck that other one and plough it back in again. So we have to start the ploughing yet again. Well, cultivating, I'm not going to muck it. I'm not going to plough the other side this year. The idea is we have some for each year's use. Now shall we have a look? I won't show just yet, I don't think. No, that's in the way. I should have put the double dose, you get 2 doses, but I don't know if I did. It's actually to show that that muck is better than only fertilizer. I didn't have the writing in there, I could see. Never mind. Let's get back to my other one. What do I do with it? I should be able to tell better on this one, actually. Well, I think my voice is going. Stop cheering. I know what you're like. Right. Oh, he's slipping. I wonder what he's slipping on. Right, I need to put. Oh, this up. New, and we go this way. Yes, this will do. Oh, that'll do fine. I mean, it's not perfect, but that'll do. Do that. I don't want the course play. Oh, you look like he's got out of it. Whatever he's slipping on, he's got out of it. I hope it's there. Something like that double beep. Of course that's got a double beep. It's right at the end of the... it's only a short little pass here, isn't it? Of course it's going to beep, you fool. I'm just going to do this little bit. There. Whoa. It's the trouble once you're trying to break the GPS. Do this bit here. I think I better go once round. And now we know that it isn't going to plough the edges. A lot went on with that roller system. They are actual edges. I don't feel quite so bad about ploughing right up to the edge of everything. Yeah. Yes, that's fine. I'll do a couple of laps, I think, before we start going the uppy downy. This Oliver isn't a bad little piece. I know there's a lot of older mods of older equipment there which are not very good, but this one isn't bad at all. How I found it was, I think I said in the last episode where I introduced this, and there's a massive pack of tractors, old tractors. I know you shouldn't do this, but I'm going to break all the tines to smithereens doing this, but I will do proper when we've got visitors. I promise. If you believe one of my promises, you believe anything. I always forget I made them. Alright, let's have a look here now. Oh yes, look at one of R.D. Allen's videos. And he actually tested this. I did actually... to be honest, I didn't watch the video. I just had heard that he had done a test on these, and I found his video, and it was so I could just find out what the link was. But the link he had already disappeared. It's not unusual, I'm afraid, for these. Some of these merchants who make these things, or the merchants who make them might be okay, but there's rather a lot of people who like to pinch their ideas. I could actually do another. Oh, come on. Better. Don't want to break the GPS. Oh. He's slipping again, but I don't think there's anything too serious. No, he's out of it again. I think he's up near those trees. I wonder if we... Come on. I just want to be getting caught on those. I think I've got a sticking throttle pedal on here. I think I'll go round the block here again. Well, me, you've been round the block too many times as it is. True. No, I just free-handed these fields. Just with that roll, I just drove around. I think just once or twice round, just to get this as I wanted it. Oh yeah, he's having a bit of trouble there. I just wonder, on a bit of a slope now, I wonder if he ain't quite got enough oomph. I think we've got the other one, the other Fiat. It's a bit more powerful, but I want to try this little one out, and I'm rather impressed with it. It makes the right noises. You can hear the clank of the tracks when you get close to it. In fact, in a moment we will get close to it. I'd give you a chance to get the old clanks together. Alright. Who needs big buds? Actually, big buds would fit in here when they're made, but there is, I say big buds, there is only one big bud. That's it. I'm not having that here. I've actually removed the big bud pack from this save. No reason I've got anything against big buds, but they're not my style. I much prefer these smaller stuff. That's better. We can almost turn around here now. Be alright once we get onto the main bit. That seems to be round here that fit's having problems. When it gets to this side, go and have a look at him. See if we can see what he's getting up to. Well, it's an amateur drone, of course. But I'll keep quiet for a minute. And you hear the mechanism, the dry sort of squeak of the tracks running. I like that. This isn't doing bad. It's a lot easier to use it with the AI that is driving it yourself. It's taken me a little bit of time to get used to how to drive some tracked. Not something I do every day of the week. Oh well, let's get back to mine. That seems to be okay. It's Copen. How are we doing on time? Oh well, we'll get a couple more passes done and I will possibly finish this one off screen, and then we may well just go on to the next day. I think we might be in the wrong place here, but as soon as you go away he starts to slip. Never mind. Oh yeah, we missed the one we were on, but come back and get that. Whoops. This, I won't, by the way, I won't give a link to this pack because I'm not certain where I got it from is kosher. I don't really know who done it, so I can't find out. I think there's links in there, but I haven't got round to chasing them. Let's be honest with it, I haven't got round to chasing them up. I really should, because it's a rather nice pack. The only thing I didn't work in it was the cattle float, cat animal transporter. It looked nice, but by God, there was something wrong with it. It was throwing out errors left, right, and centre. But everything else seemed to be error-free. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll get a picture in a moment. Oh. Shouldn't really move this far up the field. And I know I should do the centre first before anybody shoots. I know. I'm just lazy, so it's just easier to do it like this. Wait for that to get to the end. With that, brakes on, eyes front. Oh, didn't get it all anyway. Look at that. Looks like we had, but we hadn't. Huh? Let's go back and pick this little bit out. One thing you can't do with a modern tractor is look down like that and see the field actually under your tractor. I know you're going to say, well, who'd want to do that? Well, I do. I don't know if you noticed. I'll tell you what, some of this is going to be tight to get this done right. Now, which one should I took a picture of this one last time, I believe, so it must be time for the other one. So we'll do one more pass and I'll go get a picture of the other one working. And that will just about do us for this episode. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. I think we're out of air. Looks like it. Lift that up. Turn that off. If you like what you see, please consider leaving a like. Helps me, helps the channel. Well, it makes me feel important. Let's see. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. Always happy to have new people aboard. There it goes. Where can I get the best shot? Oh, as you see, the fields here are not level, which is a good thing before someone says, but they should be. As you see, we have a female volunteer. And I think everything works on that. I haven't really, a lot of these I haven't even tried out, to be honest. I'll just bung them in and see what works. And for those who are interested, after last week, you notice there's no errors to Ursus 360, which was, yeah, it's going a bit hard to get away. So what I'm going to do is, it's on automatic at the moment. I'm going to put it on the four-wheel drive always. Now, before someone shouts, yes, I know there's no four-wheel drive on these things, so sue me. Oh. Yeah, still hurt good. I like getting action shots, you must probably know. I'll take that off, and that off, and that off. Just notice I had the frame rate running all the time. Yeah, I've had to get, oh yeah, subscription. Done that. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, or suggestions for bits of machinery, the only thing I ask is I don't have to go to craploader.net or uploader.crap, however you like to call it. I refuse to use anything to do with that particular provider. Yeah, we've got it. I will give the mod a look. If you've got any mods you're on, you want shown, or you can PM me on PCSG. I'm mailman on there, one of the admins. If you've got Dropbox, give me the Dropbox link and I will have a look at it. I promise I will never release any mod that's given to me to the general public unless I'm told it's okay to. Don't expect it to be terribly nice, so I don't find out what working as I expect. I will say so, by the way. I don't go out my way to be cruel. Yes, any comment anyway, I read them all and I reply to them all. With that, is a man saying that, cheerio for now, cheerio, and happy hunting.